Listen up. I am Neville Wilson Senior, and I am a fictional character in this roleplay series. What you're about to watch is a fictional operation. Names, events, and locations. None of it's real. Any match to real life is just a coincidence. Got it? Good. Now, let's move out.
How's it going, guys, and welcome back to WestBridge Hills. Alright, so it is a brand new week, it's Monday morning, and we are taking a bit of a walk over to the gardens plot over here. I'm not sure exactly what to call this place, but this is where we did the delivery of olives in the last episode. So, yeah, just gotta be mindful of traffic. So yeah, what's happening this morning is we are here to pick up the truck, the grain truck that we used in the last episode. We need to take this back to Big Hank's place so that he can do a little bit of work to it for them. There was a couple of issues with it that needs to be sorted out. Alright, let's come over here. We're just going to grab the keys off this guy quick. Alrighty, so there we go. We've got the keys to the truck and we are going to jump into this thing and get it fired up. Alright, let's just see over here. Alright, close the door. Yeah, it starts up a little bit hard, but once it gets going, it actually works out. Alright, so Big Hank is going to be taking care of this thing. It definitely is in need of quite a bit of TLC, seeing as it's an older model truck. Alright, what is this guy doing now? Okay, let's just wait for the traffic to do their thing. Alright, let's get over to Big Hank's place. So there's apparently a couple of things that we need to take care of today, so I guess we'll see what is the story with everything. I think Big Hank said he is busy with the tractor's hydraulics, and we are being overtaken by a truck. Alright, well, just take it nice and easy. Alright, so just down this road. Alright, well, yeah, this whole truck isn't doing too bad. I think if Big Hank can just sort out a couple of things, this thing would be basically good as new. Alright, let's just make sure... okay, there's a car coming, but okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these crossroads, because people don't seem to care. They just want to get where they want to go. Alright, but yes, here we are. And as you guys can see, our bicycle is over here at Big Hank's place as well. So yeah, Junior actually brought it over. And I see Big Hank has made some progress on the tractor over there in the workshop. Alright, we're just going to park it over here. And I think the semi-truck is done. So that's probably something we're going to take care of today. But let's quickly go and have a word with Big Hank and just hear how everything is going here. And what else there is for us to do today. Good morning, Big Hank. How's it going?
Morning, bud. I'm doing fine. This tractor's hydraulics are a bit of a headache, but it's getting there. Okay, your job for today is simple. Go and drop off the semi-truck at the animal dealer. Then you'll need to return their rental semi to the dealership for them. Once you are done there, you need to pick up a little car I bought off them. That's about it. Oh, and just clean that grain truck up for me too, please. Well, go to it, bud. You're burning daylight.
Alright, you got it, Big Hank. Alright, so what we need to get done today is we need to go and drop this semi-truck off over at the animal dealer. And they've actually got a rental truck that they are currently using in this one's place. So, yeah, that is one thing that we need to sort out. We need to take this truck back to the animal dealer and then pick up the rental truck and take that back to the dealership. And then Big Hank said something about a car that he bought very cheaply that he wants us to bring back over here. Not sure what that is all about, but okay, let's quickly have a look at the tractor over here. So yeah, Big Hank is gonna be spray painting this tractor pretty soon. He did do all of the de-rusting. As you can see, there's no more rust on this thing, and everything has been painted in this grey primer. So it looks like he's been quite busy with this thing, and it's definitely looking much better already. Alright, now I think, let's see if our pressure washer is going to reach here. Just going to wash this truck down real quick before we head over to the animal dealer. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty filthy. Looks like it hasn't been cleaned in quite a long time, if you ask me. Yeah, definitely has got a bit of wear on the wood over there. But yeah, that actually looks much better already. And I think what we'll do is we'll just park this thing next to the semi truck over there, and then we'll jump straight into the semi and quickly get that delivered. Alright, I think that is good enough. Alright, just put that back over there. Alright, let's hop in. Yeah, it definitely needs a bit of TLC. But okay, that's why it's here. Okay, I think we're just going to nosedive it right over here. Don't need to go ahead and reverse park it and make our lives a bit difficult for ourselves. Let's just take it nice and close to the fence. Alright, jumping out of this one. We're going to jump straight into this semi-truck over here. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, starts up pretty well. So I don't know exactly what Big Hank did to this thing, but yeah, he's been quite busy on this thing, getting it sorted for the animal dealer. Alright, so let's maybe see if we can get onto the road here. Yeah, it's definitely got a couple of gears you need to cycle through with the crawler track and all of that. But okay. Let's get going. Did I just say crawler track? Well, I actually meant crawler gears, because this is a very heavy duty semi truck. Alright, looks like that guy's waiting for us to go. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is let's maybe... Oh, there's the radio up there. Let's turn on to some WestBridge Hills FM and just relax with this drive over to the animal dealer. It's going to be quite a bit of a drive.
Hide a night so clear, fireflies dance and none too near. Barn doors creak but hearts stay true. Work's complete, yet life feels new. Country roads and farming loads, drive through life where love explodes. Dirt on boots, tales to be told. Freedom feels 1,000-fold.
The biggest hits on the biggest breakfast show on your favorite radio station.
Sunrise breaking through the pines, radio's humming, hearts aligned. Truck bed loaded, bags all packed, nothing but the open road, never looking back. Faded jeans and worn out boots, high
Alrighty, let's just turn the music off over there. And here we are over at the animal dealer. Alright, so I think let's maybe just check with the lady standing over there where we need to drop this thing off. I'm just going to leave the engine running because of the air brakes and stuff like that, so that we don't lose any pressure there. Alright, let's see where we need to go with this thing. Alrighty, so here we go. So the lady over there's name is Katie, and she asked me to take the truck around the back and see if we can get it hooked up to their semi-trailer back here. It's a big livestock trailer, and then also the rental truck is also back here, so we can just get this one connected up to the trailer over here, which I think is this one. And then okay, I don't see the rental truck here. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it in the mirror there. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing connected up for them. Alrighty, so there we go. We've got the semi-truck connected up to the trailer for them, and everything seems to be looking pretty good. So yeah, I think our job is done over here. So the only thing that I need to do is return this Volvo VH16, which is a rental, back to the dealership in town. So yeah, I think let's jump into this thing. My goodness, yeah, this is quite a fancy truck. Okay. Alright, looks like it's got some pressure in the tank there for the brakes, so everything seems to be working. Alright, well, let's just take it nice and easy with this semi-truck, because this thing is, yeah, it's a very expensive truck, and I would hate for something to happen to this thing. Alright, so we're just going to make our way over to the dealership and just take it nice and easy. And then we're going to try and figure out what this vehicle is that we are picking up there for Hank. I've got no idea what it is. He was a little bit very vague about it. So I guess we'll only see once we get there what it's all about. So yeah, guys, actually managed to open myself a bank account over the weekend. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of money in our bank account. So Bigger Hank did pay us for the work we did, and we also got the payment off of the guy over at the olive place, and also Eleanor paid us for the work we did. And yeah, Mr. Wilson also gave me a bit of money for the quad bike that we dropped off. So yeah, it was just a little bit of a favor, but he still ended up paying us a little bit of money. So it's kind of nice, guys. I really appreciate everything that everybody's been doing for us over here in WestBridge Hills. It's been quite a bit of a warm welcome, actually, especially cousin Robbie being able to help us out by giving us a roof over our heads for the time being. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a look at getting a place of my own pretty soon, because it's almost it feels as if I'm intruding while staying under his house or under his roof. With his wife and kids over there as well, so it's a little bit crowded sometimes, and I can't really get much done over the weekends because then the kids are there and they just want to play with their favorite uncle. So it's yeah, something that we're gonna have a look out for and see if we can find a place of our own to stay pretty soon. But yeah, we'll see how that's gonna work out. Okay, so let's see if we need to turn over here. I did get some news from Mr. Wilson as well. Junior is back up onto his feet. He actually worked the whole weekend, apparently, back at RMC. So I'm glad to hear that everything is kind of working out already for them. Okay, and here we are at the dealership, and I'm not entirely sure where I need to take this thing. I'll probably take it around the side over here. Just see if we can park it. Alright, I think over here should be good. I see there's some other trucks and stuff here as well. This is also where I picked up the rental car in the last time, so yeah, everything seems to be working out quite well. Alright, and we'll just turn it off and quickly see if we can go into the dealership and just return the keys to this truck and try and figure out what vehicle we are here to pick up for Big Hank and what's the story with it. Alright, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Alright guys, so here we are. And that over there is the car in question that Big Hank bought off the dealership. It's actually one of the people who work here's car. And they were trying to get rid of it. And yeah, looks like Big Hank made an offer on it. I've got no idea what Big Hank's idea is with this thing. But yeah, let's jump into it and fire it up. Okay, well, seems to be running pretty well. Okay, so they already took the semi-truck away and put it into the workshop. So that has been sorted out. So now we just need to drive this little car back to Big Hank's place. And just find out what is the story with it. Alright, so I think let's maybe see if the radio... Is there a radio in this thing? No, there's no radio in it. So it looks like we can't tune into WestBridge Hills. So I think we'll just probably have to sit here in a bit of silence and just enjoy the open road a little bit. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is this week sometime I'm going to see if I can find maybe a place to move into from my own. I did notice there is a motel right across the street from the gas station, which might be an option for us, but I'll have to go and check up with the guy how much it'll cost to rent a room and everything that's going to be involved with that. But yeah, definitely if we can get a place of our own, that'll be great. So that is the motel over there. Haven't really ever gone over there to have a look at it, but I guess we'll try and figure it out. Alrighty, but yes, we are just making our way still over to Big Hank's place, and then we're gonna hear what's the story with this thing. Alright, we're going to turn up over here. Nice quiet little street. Alrighty, and just squeeze past here. Yeah, this is actually a nice little car. It actually drives pretty well. It's not very powerful. I think this thing has only got a little 1 liter engine in it. But it's a good little runabout driving around town. Alright, I think maybe we'll just check with Big Hank where he wants this thing and what we are going to do with it. So I might have to get it cleaned up. Just see, I see Big Hank is still over there at the front loader of the tractor. Alright, let's go see what he says. What we need to do with this thing. Alright, we are back, Big Hank.
I see. Good job, bud. I am also just about done here with this tractor. But first, let's step into my office. We have something to discuss.
Alrighty guys, so that is quite a bit of a surprise. So Big Hank and I had a bit of a chat now. We even went into his office and yeah, we sort of signed a little bit of an agreement. So it actually involves this little car over here. So Big Hank says that he's not very fond of the idea of me riding around on the motorbike. And he bought this car for me to use. So it's a very old little VW GOL or GOL. I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's definitely something a little bit different from what we have back in South Africa. Because I think everybody is familiar with a VW Golf and a VW Polo back in South Africa. So this is kind of an in-between the two vehicles combined as one. It's like a VW Golf cross with a VW Polo, if you ask me. So yeah, looks like we've got ourselves a very neat little car, which is gonna be a little bit safer to drive around in. Because yeah, I was actually, contemplating about the motorcycle, if I should hang on to it or get rid of it, because it's very dangerous. And I mean, just riding that thing down the street the other day, I was like a little bit worried because I don't have a helmet for it, and it's definitely not the safest method of transport. So yeah, looks like we've got ourselves a very little, very functionable, very pretty basic means of transport over here. So this is going to be a car that I can own eventually. So I'm going to be paying Big Hank off for this thing. So yeah, starting with this week, I'm going to see how that's going to work out. And every time we do a job for Big Hank, yeah, some of that money is going to go towards this car. So it's quite a nice deal for us, meaning that I didn't have to shell out all of the money to buy this thing straight out of pocket. And I really think it's going to be a little bit better for us. So yeah, what we need to do now, guys, is that tractor over there with the front loader is actually finished. So Big Hank said we can try and see if we can fit it onto the trailer with his pickup truck. Connect the trailer back up onto the pickup truck and just see if we can tow it over to Grandpa Walter's farm. So yeah, I think first things first, let's just move this little car of ours out of the way here. Alright, it's going to make the maneuvering a bit easier for us around the yard. So I think I'll just put it under this carport over here. And then we need to get the pickup truck and just hook it up to the trailer. And hopefully that is going to fit quite well. I don't know if it's going to work out. But okay, there we go. The little car is parked and yeah, there's the trailer. So let's go and grab the pickup truck. So Big Hank did hand me the keys to it. So yeah, he's going to continue work on that little tractor over there, getting it painted up. And yeah, then he's going to get started on the grain lorry over there. So it definitely looks like Big Hank is quite busy with a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, so let's get this connected up to the trailer. And then we're going to try and figure out the tractor and see how we're going to handle that. So apparently the hydraulics have been fixed. There was a couple of issues with it. But I think Grandpa Walter's going to be happy that everything is back in working condition again. Alright, let me hop out and see if I can get this trailer connected. Alrighty, there we go. So that is connected up and everything is ready to rock and roll. Okay, so let's get this thing pulled somewhere where we can actually get the ramps lowered down and get that tractor loaded up. I think if we maybe put it over here somewhere, probably drive the tractor on from the back. Just pull a little bit forward. Let's just try and, yeah, maybe not park so that the tractor can't be moved out, but okay. Let me get the ramps out and see if we can manage this real quick. Alright, there we go. The ramps are lowered down and Big Hank is probably inside the office now. Okay, so we can get this thing started up. Okay, let me just try and figure out the hydraulics of this thing and see how this is supposed to work. So we need to lower it back down. Okay, then we need to hook up to the bale spike again. That's what Big Hank called it. Okay, so I think this should be automatic. I might have to jump out for the hydraulics, but we can probably get it hooked up like this. Alright, I think that seems to be good. We've got it hooked up, so let's see how it works. Just like that. Yeah, that seems to be doing what it's supposed to. Alright, now it's going to be a matter of trying to load this big old tractor onto that trailer. Which I don't know if it's going to fit very well, because it's quite a big tractor. So I think, let's see how this is going to work. Alright, let's maybe do a bit of a U-turn here. Alright, let's take it back. Alright, I think we might have to lift the front loader up again, because we need to make sure it clears the trailer. Okay, let's try and line it up in the center here. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. Alright, just take it easy. Come on, there we go. Alright, let's just hop out and see how we did. Okay, well, it's definitely on there. We can definitely go a bit forward. A little bit more. Yeah, this side looks good as well. Okay, so let's just go forward a little bit. Well, it's rolling back a bit. Okay, let's just sort of get it leveled out here. Whoa, that's a little bit too far. Okay. Alright, let's see how we did now. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, and we'll just have to leave the front loader lifted like this. Alright. Yeah, It looks pretty good. Alright, let's get it turned off over here. Okay, everything seems to be good. Alright, let's get the ramp stuck back in, and then we can try and be on our way. The truck is definitely squatting a bit, but man, that is an absolute beast of a truck. Alrighty, so there we go. The ramps are tucked back in, and it's very heavy loaded, but I think it should be fine, so I'm just going to have to take it very, very careful with this truck now. Alright, so we'll get it started up, and we're going to make our way over to Grandpa Walter's farm. Yeah, I can definitely feel there's quite a heavy tractor on the back of that trailer. But alright, let's see how it does. Well, we are definitely moving. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the radio once again. Let's tune into some WestBridge Hills, because it looks like we're going to be taking quite a long time to get there, because, yeah, this tractor is very heavy and I don't want to risk getting into an accident with this thing. So you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy some awesome music while I focus all of my attention to driving this thing.
Nobody can run like an Alice Chalmers and still be running right. No matter how you try, the truth is you and I ain't built like a John Deere tractor or a Massey Ferguson combined.
The biggest summer sounds on your favorite radio station.
There's a new white and green two-tone truck shining under the big old sky. But today it ain't showing no love. It's broken down, don't know why. The old rollback's rusty and worn. Heard it groan as the sunrise broke. But it's gotta haul her back home to the workshop through clouds of smoke. Rusty rollback carrying a dream, white and green, oh what a team. Back to the workshop where we'll fix her up under the stars in our little town tub. Down the gravel road we trundle slow, taking it easy, gonna make it right. Workshop's the place, gonna make her glow. Turn breakdown blues into sweet delight. Talk of summers long back in the day when Dad used to will till the night grew old. Gonna take that spirit, come what may, tinker and toil till the metal turns gold. Rusty rollback carried a dream, white and green, oh what a team. Back to the workshop where we'll fix her up under the stars in our little town tub.
Alrighty guys, so we are over here at Grandpa Walter's farm. So I decided this time round we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to pull into his farmyard directly, because I kind of know where this tractor needs to go. So I'm thinking I'm just going to park up right over here. We're going to see if we can get it offloaded, and then I'll just quickly make a turn by Grandpa Walter's house and see if we can just tell him that his tractor is returned. So yeah, we made it. It's definitely been a little bit of a nerve-wracking drive, and I actually put some straps on it as well before departing over at Big Hanks. But yes, here we are. So I'm going to see if I can get these ramps out of the trailer once again, and then we're going to get this thing offloaded real quick. Alright, so the ramps are out and we are ready to jump into the tractor here. And now I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to park this thing. Let's just take it off the trailer first of all. And just see what we're going to do here, because now the dude's far tractor is still parked over in its spot over there. And I don't see any other open spots here because he's got all of the other equipment parked here. So I think let's just maybe take it over to the bale shed over there. Alright. I think Grandpa Walter will probably come and shunt the equipment around a bit. Right, looks like there might be a tiny little spot for this tractor over here. Whoops, and I just bumped into the bales there, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Alright, perfect guys. So luckily, yeah, we crashed into the straw bales over there a little bit. It wasn't into the silage that were actually wrapped. So yeah, let me quickly see if I can get the ramp stuck back into the trailer over there. And then we're going to quickly go and see Grandpa Walter and just hear if it's fine if we leave the tractor there or if he wants us to come and move it again. Alright, trailer ramps are back in, so let's jump into the truck and quickly go and hear what Grandpa Walter has to say. I don't know if he's got some other equipment that he wants Big Hank to take care of, so I guess we'll find out. And yeah, I think Big Hank definitely needs a bigger pickup truck if he's going to continue hauling all of these pieces of equipment with that trailer, because that trailer actually is a little bit too big for this truck, according to Junior and Mr. Wilson. And they actually made a decent offer on this truck if Big Hank decides he wants to get rid of it. I think we can probably go around here. Alright, let's just make this turn right here. And I don't know if Grandpa Walter is outside. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Alright, let's just have a quick word with Grandpa Walter. Make sure we aren't getting ourselves into any trouble here with where we parked the tractor. Hello, Grandpa Walter. How's it going?
Hey there, son. I am doing better than you by the looks of it. Boy, you sure look like you could use some fresh lemonade. Let's get out of the sun for a bit, and then we'll have a bit of a conversation.
Alrighty guys, so there we go. We had a bit of a chat with Grandpa Walter, and he's very happy with the tractor where it currently is. I explained to him that I did bang into the straw bales a bit, but he didn't have a problem with that. My goodness, look at this old international truck here. Looks like it's got some flat tires. Okay. There's Grandpa Walter's pickup truck in the shed over there. Looks like he went a bit shopping. Okay, so we need to get back to Big Hank's place now and just see if there's anything else that Big Hank's gonna need our help with. Looks like Grandpa Walter's equipment everything is sorted now. He's quite happy with all of his equipment. So yeah, I'm not too sure if there's going to be anything pretty soon that Grandpa Walter will need Hank to fix up for him. But Grandpa Walter and I did have a little bit of a chat about his farm work. And he mentioned that he might be looking for somebody to come and help him with one of his fields pretty soon. Which is going to require a bit of farming experience, and I told him I don't really have a lot of experience with farming. So he said, but the stuff that we're going to be doing for him would be pretty simple. It's something that he can just show us briefly, and then we'll be able to get it sorted out for him. So I guess we'll see. He's got my number, so he'll contact me once he's ready for that. So right now I'm going to make my way back to Big Hank's place and just see if there's anything else that Big Hank wants us to do today. But yeah, I'm actually quite excited for the little car that Big Hank got us. I think it's going to be a little bit better for us to just, you know, get around using that instead of the motorbike. Because I haven't really rode the motorbike much, but it's definitely a little bit of a death trap, and seeing as I don't really have a proper helmet that fits me, it's not going to be ideal. So I've been using my cousin Robbie's son's helmet, but it's very tight and it's not very comfortable riding like that. So yeah, I think maybe getting rid of the motorbike would be on the cards for us, and maybe that'll help fund... What the heck? bus driver. Freaking bus driver, not looking where he's going. But alright, let's just get back to Big Hank's place safely. As I was saying, if I sold the bike, it might fund towards getting our own place a bit. Because I don't know how much it's going to cost for us to rent a room over at the motel, but yeah, we gotta start somewhere, you know. So, yes. That is going to be something I'm gonna have a look at this week, is getting a place of my own to stay. I could have actually turned back there, but it's okay. We'll just come around this side. Alright, so looks like Big Hank has got all of his work cut out for him now. So, yeah, happy days, guys. This is actually pretty nifty. Alrighty, and I think the truck and trailer is probably still clean enough, so we can just go ahead and park the trailer up where it belongs. And we'll also park Big Hank's truck under the carport again. Alright, let's just see if we can maneuver this trailer over there again. And now I didn't let the tailgate down, so that's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge to see where the trailer is going, but let's give it a bit of a shot. Gonna see how we can do this. Maybe we can manage. Yeah, it kind of works out. We can more or less make out. Alright, so that way we can't really see the trailer, but yeah, let's just hop out and see. Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's get this thing disconnected and we can get the pickup truck parked. Alright, all disconnected and we are ready to go and park up Big Hank's truck again. And I'm just going to check with him if there's anything else he needs some help with for today, but yeah, I'm quite certain everything will be done for today. I still need to make a plan to get Robbie's mountain bike back to the house. So there we go. Alright, let's quickly have a word with Big Hank in the office and just see if we are done for today. Alrighty guys, there we go. So yeah, Big Hank says we are done for today, and as you can see, I have devised a little bit of a plan to get the mountain bike back to Robbie's house. So we've actually borrowed a strap from Hank, and the car's got this little roof rack thing that we are being able to use, at least for this. So yeah, I hope the bicycle is going to stay put back on the roof there, but luckily we don't need to go very far. So I'm quite confident it'll be okay. Alright, so let's get back to cousin Robbie's house. Alright, we'll just make a sharp turn here. Just gotta watch out for traffic. Okay, seems to be clear, so let's put the pedal to the metal. As I said, this thing is not very powerful. It's only got a little 1-liter engine in it. But it's definitely a lot better than walking, and it's also a lot safer than the motorcycle. Alright, we'll quickly cut in front of that truck. I do know he's got brakes as well, hopefully. Alright, any traffic coming down here? Seems to be clear. Alright, perfect. And going to turn right over here. And into Robbie's driveway. Alright, so Robbie is actually at home today. It's day off. We're going to have to try and figure out where we're going to park our little car so that it's not going to be in his way. But for now, just the purpose of offloading the bicycle. Let's get the garage door opened, and there's our motorbike over there. So let's get this thing unstrapped. Whoa, I got to grab it. Alright, and we're just going to put this inside the garage. I'll put it in front of Robbie's car over there. Alright, let's just move it a little bit closer to the wall there. Perfect, that seems to be good. Alright, so there we go guys. I think that is going to be it for today's episode. It's been quite an eventful day, and we have managed to achieve quite a lot of things, got a couple of things done. So thank you all so much for tuning in once again. I really appreciate every view, every like. And also, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing so. And then I will see you all in the next one.